getting all the Reiki in the house, y'all. I think we're good. The initial Reiki it already began. I'm just adding to it, building to it, more and more. More and more and more. More and more. Aloha, beautifuls. Welcome. Welcome to day 26, if my counting is correct. Yeah, day 26 of the 40 days of Reiki. Wow. Wow, 26 days. What are we doing here? I'm here to educate, inform, inspire, and intrigue you about Reiki as a tool for healing in mind, body, soul, and spirit, as well as a tool for spiritual awakening and a spiritual path in and of itself. And as I always say, it's Reiki a la carte. Everyone who receives Reiki has permission, in my tradition, in Holy Fire Reiki, to really create your own relationship with the Reiki energy, how you like to connect with it, how you like to practice it, how you like to use it. So, you know, I'm sharing my experiences and like what's out there, but there's no wrong way to use it or wrong way to relate to it. It's awesome because you get to find Reiki your way, and it helps clarify like beliefs and really tuning into your inner guidance very, very deeply and clearly and experientially too. So it's a next level of trust in yourself and in your connection to source and to the divine and to God and the cosmos, the universe, however you want to name it. So that's what we're doing here. The 40 days was inspired by the Lenten season. I'm not someone who normally celebrates Lent. I did when I was a child. I grew up Catholic and going to Catholic school and all that. So I was celebrating it as a child, but it's something I let go of for a long time. And I happened to see one of my friends' videos, and she has very strong faith, and she was talking about Lent and Jesus, and the idea just immediately came in, and my guides were like, you're going to be doing the 40 days of Reiki. And I was like, what? 40 days of Reiki. And I was thinking like I'd pop on for 5 minutes, you know, like every day or something, or, you know, write a post about it. But it's turned into something quite different. And, you know, every time I show up here, I heal. You guys are saying you're feeling some healing too. And this just feels really awesome. So it's a celebration of Jesus. It's a celebration of Lent. It's a celebration of this very sacred time of year for all of us. And this real opportunity to transform and connect to an infinite source of energy that, you know, it wants to help and wants to be shared. Very, very much so, very deeply. So just a few announcements. If you are feeling healing here, please share these videos, these lives. They're all on my IGTV. They're also on my YouTube channel, Taylor A. Norris. And it would really help spread healing to others. If you're feeling healing, obviously if you're like, I hate these, like don't share them. But if you like them, share them. Share them to someone who would benefit. Help us, you know, reach more people and show people that the online space isn't just like buy stuff, advertisement, like whatever, low vibe. Like it can be really high vibe too. Not that, being salesy is bad either, but I think the online realm, y'all, it's like it's the next dimension. Like we can really create and bring into form and share so much goodness by the power of this online realm. And like, each of us, I think more and more we're feeling called to create spaces online that are safe, that are sacred, that feel good. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here too. It's like, let's use the internet for good. Like, it's neither good nor bad, but it's how we relate to it and how we use it. And there's unlimited potential there too. So, Reiki 1 and 2, I'm teaching this. Y'all can learn it from me if you resonate with me. I will be teaching it online in May, y'all, and I'm so excited because I will be taking another advanced Reiki class myself right before I teach that course. So I will be like supercharged, next level, empowered with, and the quality of my Reiki energy will increase. Every time you take a Reiki class, your Reiki energy, the quality improves. The quality truly does improve. I've seen this in myself. Every time you get a Reiki session, if you have Reiki already, the quality of that energy improves, refines, upgrades every time you work with the energy. There we go. Oh my gosh, y'all. The internet's driving me nuts. Anyway. Hi, Mom. Hey, Tom. Hey, everyone. Richard. All the friends here. I appreciate y'all being here. What was I saying? Yeah, every time you work with Reiki energy, your Reiki, the energy that you've received improves and refines. And I'm seeing this just by showing up here every day. Even like it's really, it's real. It's not just this convenient, you need to take another Reiki class so that you give us more money, right? It's like legit, your Reiki energy will upgrade because the energy is always upgrading. It's always upgrading. So my Reiki 1 and 2 classes will be appropriate if you're brand new to Reiki, you've never taken a class before, you've never even had a Reiki session. You're welcome to join us, as well as people who have already had training. I've taken Reiki 1 and 2 myself twice, and I definitely will take it again. It's a lovely, lovely class, and every time you take a class, you get a lot. You get a lot in return. So y'all can sign up for the wait list for that. That link is in my bio, or it's in the description if you're watching this on YouTube later on. What else do I have to say about that? I will open up registration soon. I'm just working out some final details, but that will be something you can register for soon and start prepping for and get your manual. And yeah, I get really stoked on that. So one other thing, my free video mini course, a new video drops tomorrow morning. It's all about detoxification and cleansing, and it's a truly holistic perspective about that. It's how those processes contribute to radiant health, but also spiritual awakening. So those of you who are here for like just the spiritual parts of my offerings, like I will explain how those two are really connected and can harmonize and synchronize and go super deep. Yeah, I'm sorry, the live quality is apparently not very good right now. My internet needs to be upgraded. I'm working on that. So it's been just not so good here lately. But yeah, that's what's going on. Y'all can sign up for my free video mini course. The link to that is in my bio or below. And it's really, really beautiful what's coming through there as well. It's a lot. Straight from my guides through me. All right, all that being said, let us invoke and call in the Reiki energy next level. Y'all know I already called it in before we started and then as we started. But these Reiki invocations really call it in and will directly share that energy with you to the degree that you are open to receive it. If you're not sure about it, or maybe you just want a little, it'll respect that. Reiki respects free will, so don't worry about that. And if anything in what I say, like doesn't resonate, just let it wash over you, But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started with that. It's basically a guided meditation that calls in the Reiki. So if you could just close your eyes and take some deep breaths, turn your awareness inward. Go within, deep within, where peace and love and space and goodness and gratitude and compassion and kindness are always available inside the sacred refuge that we live. This beautiful sacred refuge. The light of Reiki fills the space around you. As you breathe in, the light of Reiki flows in on your breath and fills your body. You receive the light, and the light within you wakes up and is revealed to you. This is the light of your life force, your spirit. There are archangels standing at the corners of the land, and on every side standing all around you, and they shine their light into the light. As you breathe in, the power of love fills your breath, and you receive the power of love, and the power of love within you wakes up and is revealed. You remember, love is who you are at the core of your being. The light of the divine mind fills your breath, and as you breathe in, you receive the power of the divine mind, and the divine mind within you wakes up. Your higher consciousness, your higher thought is present, and the field of possibilities is open. Your intuition, instincts, and imagination are awake. Your inner guidance, your inner truth, and inner authority are revealed. Your heightened perceptions, senses, instincts, and observations are awake and present and revealed to you. The light of the divine heart fills your breath. Now, as you breathe in, you receive the power of the divine heart, and the divine heart within you wakes up, and your heart light is revealed. Your heart light shines out in front of you, on each side, above you, below you, and within you. This is your divine presence. And as you see your divine presence, you see it in everything and everyone around you. The light of the earth rises through you and fills your body and your breath. And you remember that your body is made of the earth. Your body gives your life force, your spirit, breath, and life. Your body is the treasure house for your great beaming light. Your pure human spirit is revealed. The light of creation, the light of God, fills the air you breathe and flows in and reveals the light of creation, the light of God in you. Your divine spirit is revealed. Your divine spirit and human spirit unify in your breath. When you listen, you can hear the heartbeat of the earth and the heartbeat of creation beating in the same rhythm as your heart. The light of creation and the light of your body are one light within you. Your divine nature is present in your human nature. You remember your beautiful spirit, your life force is here in your life, in this moment, in time. Look into your heart and say thank you to you. Take this time to notice how deeply you love, how deeply you care. We say thank you to each other. We are meant to be here together today. We say thank you to the angels and the enlightened ones who join us, and thank you to the teachers who come before us and the descendants who come after us. We are honored to be among them. Aho, amen, namaste, and so it is. Thank you. Mahalo. As a child of God, I claim my power and purpose as a servant of God. I demand that all darkness leave me and all who are watching immediately. I ask that Archangel Michael place me and all who are watching in his blue bubble of protection against all darkness. I can start coming back. How are y'all feeling? I feel really relaxed and light, spacious, content, peaceful. Heart open, wide open. Feel a little tingly in my body too. Like the energy's just like circulating around, flowing well. Reiki to every little cell in our bodies. Light energy. Enlightening, enlivening every cell. Every particle, every nanoparticle. Every atom, every subatomic. Because we know that goes down into a whole fractal microcosm that way. Can't even find the tiniest particle because there's always a tinier one still. There we are. Yeah, Mo Natural Living is saying good, nice, peaceful. Yeah, that's Reiki. That's Reiki. Do y'all have any questions or curiosities, anything you'd like to share in the chat? You're welcome to. Emojis are good too. I do have something I want to talk about, but I always invite y'all to share if you feel called to, but you don't have to either. So, what I wanted to talk to y'all about today is the World Peace Card meditation and the Reiki grid, the Reiki World Peace Grid. And that's something I talked about earlier in these lives. Yeah, Belinda's saying I was feeling physically off today, and in the invocation my body just received the healing. I'm glad. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, these are powerful. Really powerful. You seem very receptive to Reiki. That's awesome. So I talked about the world peace grid earlier in these lives in this series, and when I was addressing that person who said my view of Jesus Christ is false. It's like, no, it's just personal. Like, you can have your view and your relationship with Jesus and your beliefs about him, and I'm gonna have mine. And there's space for all of that. There's enough space for all of that. So it's so beautiful. But yeah, this is a big deal in Reiki. The energy itself and the beings that basically made this energy available to humans and are, still doing that and are available as higher guidance to dialogue with directly dialoguing with the energy, and also directly dialoguing with any of these brothers and sisters of the light, they're called. And these are all the founders of the world's religions. Yeah. And they, what's taught in Reiki is that they, ascended big time, all the way into formless enlightenment, all the different founders of the world's religions and spiritual paths. And they've dropped down into more of a form, because they went totally non-gender, non-formless, and then they came down into a bit more of a lower heaven, part of their beingness is available in a lower, more accessible heaven that's still ascended, enlightened realm of pure love. And they're giving this energy to really bring about world peace on earth. Hey, Holistic Misfit, good to see you here, darling. Welcome back. We're just talking about world peace. Yeah. And the brothers and the sisters of the light, all the world's religions, if everyone who practices some kind of religious or spiritual path could get along, we'd be chilling, right? We'd be chilling. We'd be totally chilling if we could all just tolerate one another and understand, hey, that's what you believe, and that's cool, right? This is what I believe, and I love what I believe too. I love how I connect to the divine. Right? Yeah, that's why this energy is so compelling. Once you have it, it's use it. That was my experience. Use it on yourself. Okay, heal yourself, continue to heal yourself now. Share it with others, in healing sessions. Just share it as much as you can. And now it's teach it, talk about it, teach it, talk about it. I'm all right, it's time. We're doing my first Reiki class. It's gonna be epic. It's time. It's very compelling and it's very fast. And yeah, we have to think like children. Children are totally cool with whatever the other kids are doing. Having a beginner's mind. So, yeah, this Reiki grid was, it's the World Peace Crystal Grid, and William Lee Rand, who has really ushered in the Holy Fire Reiki tradition that I'm a part of. He created I'm sure his higher guidance told him okay, it looks like this. It's a flower with different crystals, each representing each petal of the flower represents a different. Here, let me just show y'all mine so y'all are it's less abstract. I'll take y'all for a little field trip and show y'all my crystal grid. Yes, we're moving around. Yeah, Holistic Misfit, you love the holy fire? Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, let's flip you around. This is a selenite lamp, which I love, shining her light on. This is my world peace grid. This is it. And y'all can see, you know, I did it really intense with all the crystals because I have a lot of crystals, but yeah, it's a piece of paper down here which you can download on the Reiki.org website. And the piece of paper, it was actually like a physical object, right? That's what it looks like with all the 12 petals, and then each petal, there's a symbol, you know, for what it represents. Each of the world's religious paths, spiritual paths. It includes agnostics, atheists, you know, totally non-spiritual or non-religious people. And yeah, I learned this in my master training. We were empowered to go ahead and make the crystal grid, but the pieces of paper you can download from Reiki.org and print them out. It's a free download. And then once a month, it's like the middle of each month, which is today, everyone does a world peace card meditation. So you can print out that sheet, and then I'll read y'all the instructions for the meditation, but basically you just become a channel of peace for 15, 20 minutes, however long you want to meditate, at 7:30 p.m. your time. I know, Belinda, you might have already missed it, but I'm sure if you just, you know, do it before bed, that's fine for those of you in the UK and Europe who are watching this later on. But y'all can get on the email list, and they'll email you and let you know when the World Peace meditations are happening, so that you just, 7:30 p.m. your time, tune in and meditate on world peace. But yeah, all you really need, like, if you want to do the crystal edition, you know, you need a crystal for the middle. It doesn't have to, this is huge, but it could be any one. And it can be any of your crystals that, like, they say they want to do it, right? Like, I had a lot of different choices here, but she was like, yep, this is my job, my next job. And then one for each of the petals, you know, pointing. If they're pointed ones, that's cool, but if not, I'm sure it's fine too. Y'all know how crystals are, it's just intention. And then you have like a master crystal, which is this one, right? And I imbue this with Reiki, and then I charge it all up in a way. And every time, once a month with these meditations, you know, we're meditating on our personal grids, charging our personal grids, which then like amplify out. And yeah, we'll charge the actual physical world peace grid that's in the North Pole, South Pole, Jerusalem, and let's see, where else? Michigan, where William Lee Rand has a home, and then Hawaii, Maui. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else. And then it's like everyone, like myself and other Reiki masters, and have made our own little crystal grids with the piece of paper. Let me put y'all up here so I can sit down. I'll sit my booty back down. Of course. Here we go. Alright. But yeah, everyone who then makes one at their home, it like plugs in, and like, you know, maybe y'all have heard about like light grids and earth grids and that kind of thing. This is like another one of those technologies that is just, yeah, it's spiritual resources, spiritual technologies. Don't have to do the crystal edition, just print out the paper, as I said. And I'll share with y'all the details of that meditation. Yeah, get on the email list though. That's really the best thing to do, so you always know when it's happening. But yeah, there are like almost 500,000 people who have downloaded these cards too. So like, it's a lot of people who at least potentially could be doing this meditation. And I don't know if y'all have heard with these group meditations, if there's like 7,000 people meditating at once, that affects the, what is that? It's like a Schumann light resonance on the earth. You can actually measure the earth's light, and there we go. All right, so what was I saying? Oh, when people all meditate at once, it affects the Schumann resonance of the earth, the light spectrum of the earth, and the earth's electromagnetic field. And they've studied it, and you can actually see these results. And it also lowers like the amount of violence and crimes and abuse and trauma, like all of these things. Like it's a really, really, it's a powerful effect. It's spiritual technology. Sorry, it keeps cutting out. But you might be thinking, oh, but it's 7:30 in different time zones, that won't work. This is what they say. This method has been chosen because of the special effect it produces. As people meditate in each successive time zone, the energy builds like a wave, which gets stronger and stronger as it circles the planet. Because of the higher dimensional nature of consciousness, the energy of peace will be transmitted for a full 24 hours and continue long after this. Because that's the thing with crystals, when they're charged with intention and programmed with their jobs, they'll keep doing it beyond just, the 15 minutes you're meditating or that 24 hours. They hold the energy and transmit it. It's really awesome. I'm getting chills talking about it. And William Lee Rand says, reports from those who took part in the previous meditations indicate many had powerful spiritual experiences. As they united with those taking part in the meditation, a feeling of peace developed within that stayed with each for a long time. Some saw beautiful golden light surrounding the planet, and others felt that a web of fear was dissipating and being replaced with trust in others and for our future. All those who have received the cards are being asked to meditate on world peace at this time. And again, you can download the cards for free at reiki.org. You don't have to be Reiki trained to do this. By taking part in this group meditation, you'll be joining thousands of people who will be using the cards to bring peace to the world. By joining together, the effect we have will be greatly multiplied. This powerful experience will help shift the vibration of our wonderful planet into a higher state of consciousness. Because again, Earth is already ascended. She's got it. She's got it going on. We the people, though, we got to rise into that. As you use the cards to meditate on world peace, you will be a beacon through which peace will spread around the planet, which will have a positive, uplifting effect on all people. You will be a channel of peace, a beacon of peace, a lighthouse of peace. You, like the crystals, will be transmitting that peace energy. And not only, like, as you transmit and embody and merge with the peace, of course it's going to heal you too. It's going to have wonderful effects on you, your life, your state of consciousness. Every time we share this kind of thing, every time we trying to merge with love, become one with peace, these higher vibration qualities, it heals us, and then it ripples out with intention. Please set aside the time to meditate with the suggested meditation period is 15 minutes, but of course you can go longer if you like. The technique I'd like you to use is based on allowing yourself to be a beacon of peace. So it is really, really simple. The World Peace cards hold the vibration of the World Peace grids, which have been placed at spiritually significant locations and are relay stations for higher consciousness. By simply opening to their energy, you'll become a channel for their love and peace, which will flow through you to all the people on earth. To do this, hold the cards in your hands or place them in front of you, then simply meditate on peace. Peace will be your anchor, right? Different meditation techniques, it's your breath is the anchor, you're looking at a candle, or you have a visualization. For this meditation, peace is your anchor. Just contemplating peace, meditating on peace, feeling that feeling of peace within yourself rise and envelop you and just radiate out from you. We are entering a new era. Our entire planet, including all the people and living things, are moving into a place where it will be much easier to solve our problems and to create peace, prosperity, and happiness for everyone. What do y'all think when I read that? Doesn't that feel good? It feels really true for me. Like it resonates as truth. Despite, you tune into the media or anywhere else, it's likely to make you feel like the world is in shambles or something. But when I read this, I'm like, yeah, right? Our entire planet, including all the people and living things, are moving into a place where it will be much easier to solve our problems and to create peace, prosperity, and happiness for everyone. I truly believe this. This is that vision I've talked about in past lives too, like really holding that vision of Earth, of humanity, of bringing our divine nature into our human nature and acting out of that instead of lower vibrational qualities. The World Peace Card meditation will quicken this process, okay? Making it easier for people to experience this new quality of higher consciousness and will provide great benefits for all people. That's another thing too. It can be really hard to hold this vision for yourself, your life, the earth, if you're feeling terrible, right? I mean, I get that. And, if maybe you're in a lower vibrational place of consciousness, really going through a lot. This is not meant to bypass that either, at all, okay? Some people are really having a hard time right now, and I hear that and feel that. But to the extent that you are able, tap into this higher consciousness. It is available and it can help right now. And this meditation will help you plug into that. It will create a real energy that more and more people will be able to touch into and plug into, and it will grow. And as this peace energy grows, all this fear and lower vibrational energy will dissipate. The light will shine brighter and brighter. The shadow will lose its power, its intensity. The light within the shadow will be revealed. Since this benefit will be flowing through you out to everyone on the planet, you'll be blessed by this experience as well. Many have received the cards. Like I said, just download them online. That's really the easiest way to do it. And then you can print them out. You can keep them on your phone. I will also share in my stories, I shared it in a post too, the picture of my World Peace Grid, and any Reiki master has made one of these. You can take a picture, a screenshot of it, and then that becomes a healing device for you. You can use that picture and place it over your heart or any different area on your body, and you will receive Reiki, because I've charged that grid up with so much Reiki and love and crystal power. And by screenshotting the picture of it, you can then just use it as a device. This is how Reiki is working with technology. Technology is earth energy. It's air energy too. It's of the earth. So it really can be used in very creative ways. That's what's so exciting too. It can be used in very creative ways where we're gathering these divinely ordered circles, all over the world, all over the US, the UK. I know I have friends from Uganda tuning in, friends from Europe, friends from other parts of Hawaii. I mean, it's really, really incredible what we're able to do with technology. So, yeah. Download those cards, reiki.org. And definitely get on that email list too, so you know when the World Peace meditations are happening. And that's also something exciting to look forward to when you do a master. If you decide to do a Reiki master training, You get all this Reiki grid information comes from my master manual. I'll have to check my 1 and 2 manual to see. But I remember my teacher, my first teacher in 1 and 2, I think she told us about this meditation and everything. But it's open to you if you don't have Reiki yet, or if you have any level of Reiki. And then later on in master training, you'll get specific training about creating one of those grids and empowering it and all of that. Because there are just so many awesome ways to connect with the energy. And that's what the Reiki trainings teach. They teach the tried and true and tested techniques and tools of relating to Reiki. And, you can stick with those and use those. They definitely work. And then, as many people, I know for myself, as I became more comfortable with it, actually pretty much immediately, I was getting all of these other ways for me personally to work with it. So it's perfectly fine if you just stick with the tried and true and tested and, blessed, sacred, passed down techniques and tools of connecting with it. And then as you open up and maybe receive direct guidance about how else you can connect with the energy and use the energy. And really you can go unlimited deep with it. Unlimited depth. That's what I'm discovering. It really is unlimited how deep you can go with it. So let's see if there's anything else I wanted to share. Do y'all have any questions? Any questions, any comments? Yeah, that prayer of St. Francis is a good one to reflect on that I shared yesterday with the intention of world peace. Lord, let me be a channel of thy peace. And then all of those other amazing qualities of alchemizing, fear and doubt into love and faith. And yeah, let me read that again. I love that one. I've been listening to it too. You can find it on Spotify. Different people singing it. Lord, make me a channel of thy peace, that where there is hatred, I may bring love, that where there is wrong, I may bring the spirit of forgiveness, that where there is discord, I may bring harmony, that where there is error, I may bring truth, that where there is doubt, I may bring faith, that where there is despair, I may bring hope, that where there are shadows, I may bring light, that where there is sadness, I may bring joy. Lord, grant that I may seek rather than, I always mess this part up. Lord, grant that I may seek rather to comfort than to be comforted, to understand than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is by self-forgetting of the culturally created self that one finds one's authentic self. It is by forgiving that one is forgiven. It is by releasing and letting the culturally created self die that one awakens to eternal life and God's eternal love and our authentic true nature. Divine nature present in our human nature. And that just, it's so good. It's so good. I was thinking about that yesterday, really. I know maybe many of y'all have felt misunderstood before. Anyone? Or like, nobody gets me. No one understands. No one understands. No one understands. Like, no one gets it. And like, what about what he says here? Lord, grant that I may seek rather to understand than to be understood. Right? What about trying to understand others more deeply than to just be like, no one understands me? Like, isn't that an empowering little switch around? Like, it doesn't matter. That's the thing. Like, over time, it doesn't matter if anyone else understands. Understands your situation. Like, I understand my situation. I'm grounded and solid in me. I'm grounded and solid in my lifestyle and my choices. I have that peace within, right? I don't need the approval of someone else. I don't need other people to get it. I don't need other people to tell me I'm doing a good job, right? This is very empowering. And instead, I can really come from this place of not just listening to like wait for my turn to talk, but like listening with the intention to truly understand another. How can I understand better? This is one of the most component parts, most important components of creating peace on earth, creating peace in ourselves. Like letting go of that compulsive need to feel like, oh, other people need to understand me, or if I just like explain it this way, then they'll get it, or you gotta adopt my beliefs, like I'm right, approve of me, right? And instead, it's like, let me just understand you. Let me just understand you, because I've come to understand myself enough that I don't need you to understand me. If you do, cool. Like, hugs. If you don't, cool. Hugs. I seek to understand you more. Such a beautiful line, such a beautiful thought. Empowering. Really, really empowering. Yeah, and I think maybe even like we talked about the other day with the social approval and rebellion too. The rebellion, the rejection of the social approval. But we know anything we like, desperately cling to, like the approval, or we're really pushing away super hard, that aversion, that's something to look at too, right? The rebel might be motivated by, no one understands me, so just me. I'm not even gonna try. No one gets it, right? But the rebel could just understand their experience more and be secure in their choices and their beliefs and not need anyone else to get it, right? And stop fighting so hard. Stop resisting so hard. I just saying that, like, it was just like, whew, like just a little heart pop, a little more space created. We can all just try and understand ourselves. And then we don't need anyone else to understand. And then we can hold that space of trying to understand others. And then we get world peace. I also really like that where there is doubt, I may bring faith. I mean, how many of y'all have had the doubt come in, right? I'm recognizing it a lot in myself. Reiki's really helping me bring up different fears and see them clearly, directly, be able to write, journal about them, articulate them. What am I afraid of in truly letting go? So much of Reiki, the more I work with it, the more I'm realizing it's a big emphasis on letting go. Really, really big emphasis on that, which might be a different way to think of healing. Like, it's a more feminine way, I think, to think of healing. As you're receiving this energy, receiving it, giving it permission to do certain things. And as, things come up, and inviting the energy in, it's becoming aware of them and seeing what really needs to be let go of. Let go of, let go of. And then seeing like what's that resistance in myself to letting go of these things. What are the fears? What are the fears around really surrendering to God's love, or surrendering my ego, the unhealthy aspects. What are those fears? And becoming aware of them immediately and writing them. I find writing is really good. It takes away power from them because they're made consciously available, which is awesome, because if they're just subconscious, we're not aware, guess who's running the show? The fears that you don't even know are operating, right? So becoming aware of them is really good. Writing them down, and then you can dialogue with the fears too, and like see how ridiculous they are. And I'm finding they're ridiculous at face value. My conscious mind knows how ridiculous they are. And then my guides are chiming in on them too, being like, no, like, if you like surrender to this healing, like, you'll be, for example, I fear like, well, if I surrender fully, like, I won't ever have fun again. Y'all just have me working 24/7. And they're like, no. You'll have more fun. You'll have more fun, and it won't just be, you'll have more fun dispersed throughout all aspects of your life. All moments of your life will be made more joyful. I'm like, well, that sounds pretty good. I can wrap my head around that. But yeah, Reiki's really helping me with that, becoming aware of my fears and dialoguing with them, and then empowering the Reiki to help me fully release them and let go of them. But that seems to be a big part of the process, is becoming aware and then consciously releasing and letting go. Big deal with the Reiki. As I become more aware of what it's doing. Because that's the thing, after a Reiki training, it can just kind of feel like, whoa, or a session. It's just doing the healing. Like a lot of times, people, you don't have to be as aware of what it's doing at first. Many people are not. Many people, even years after the training, aren't really aware of like how it's working. And guess what? It doesn't matter. It's still working. It's still working. It'll still heal you. But what I'm finding is to really like expedite the process, having it, asking it, dialoguing with it, all of that. And it's also deepening my relationship with Reiki and just bringing about a lot of gifts, unexpected gifts and treasures more rapidly, I think. And really letting me experience firsthand the unlimited potential of the energy, and acknowledging and realizing the unlimited potential time that we are in on planet Earth. I remember my Reiki master teacher during my master training, it was almost this time last year, it was April last year, when really, things were cooking really hard on Earth, and it was really getting very crazy then. And she kept saying, like, this is unlimited potential time. This is unlimited potential time. And saying things like I read to y'all earlier about things will be, let me read that line again because it was really powerful. Our entire planet, including all the people and living things, are moving into a place where it will be much easier to solve our problems and to create peace, prosperity, and happiness for everyone. Like, this is legit, y'all. It's legit. It's legit. It was much harder for me to see that and hear that last year and really understand the unlimited potential time, because I was given a lot of my bandwidth to trying to figure out, this is like a light, like a headlamp. By the way, I'm like, what am I doing? Trying to figure out with my headlamp, like shine light on the world's shadow and be like, what is actually going on? I could tell there were like some lies and deceptions and trickery, and just, I must figure out what the world shadow is going on now. Okay. And I wasn't, and in looking into that more deeply, which I'm not trying to hate and say like, don't do that. Okay. There can be some validity in that. But in doing so, I was I was then like identifying with that energy, with what I was learning. It was dropping me to a lower vibration so that I couldn't really entertain fully these ideas of yeah, us being in unlimited potential time, and actually things getting easier and more creative problem solving coming online and made available to more people, and higher and higher and higher levels of consciousness and healing available to people everywhere on the earth. So yeah, but now, almost a year later, I can see I'm in such a different place now that I'm like, yeah, it really is unlimited potential time. It truly, truly is. This is a very, very special time that we're in right now. I think each of us chose to be here now, and wake up now, and do our thing now, and share our light now. Because it's really, really potent what can happen. Really, really powerful, really, really, I read in that invocation, the field of possibilities is open. It is. It is, my friend. So I'll finish, with one more quote. Remember this one? Whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these. Jesucristo, Jesus Christ. All right? Christ consciousness. Yeah. Yeah. I hope y'all will join in for the World Peace Meditation, and y'all can get that at reiki.org. Please, if you're feeling the healing, share this with somebody. It's all on my IGTV at Joyful Raw Life, as well as my YouTube channel, Taylor A. Norris. And get on that Reiki 1 and 2 waitlist, because I'll be teaching that online in May, and it's going to be absolutely amazing, transformative, healing, empowering, deeply connective experience. Sacred space online, 2 days in a row. If y'all like these things, it's going to be like this times to the 1,000th power, like a Reiki sleepover party. It'll be really fun. So I hope to have you there. And yeah, free video mini course is also available to y'all. The link to that is in my bio or in the description on YouTube. New video about detoxification and cleansing for radiant health and spiritual awakening will be dropping to my Earth Angels inboxes tomorrow morning. Much love to all y'all. Namaste, namaste. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shine on.